different. Anyway, van's a mess and I don't care. Purple hair, don't care. So, good morning. This is Rita, Road Running Rita, and I'm out running the road. This morning I woke up, my first full day in Alaska. And I just got to Tok and picked up a shipment that I had shipped up here for myself. And I had an encounter at the gas station, which made me feel a little, I'm not sure how it made me feel, but had a woman approach me and ask me if it was my first time in Alaska. And I told her I couldn't hear her because I had motorcycles going off behind me and I was getting gas. And long story short, she asked me if it was my first trip to Alaska, and I said yes. And then she proceeds to tell me if I saw the guys behind her, they were on motorcycles. They were obviously traveling. And I said yes. And she said, they're trying to recruit me. And I said, recruit you? And she's like, yeah. And she's looking all wire-eyed. And I said, are you being held against your will? And she said, yes. And I said, oh, you want me to go let someone in the store know so that they can help you? She's like, I don't know. And then the next thing I know, a guy is coming out of the store and he's carrying chicken fingers and a soda and he's heading towards the car that she's in. And I said, well, best of luck to you. And she's like, oh, okay. And I went into the store and I reported it. But what's interesting to me is that, she asked me a couple of times, is this your first trip to Alaska? And she was obviously from the area. She looked like she could be native. She was an older woman, probably 40s or 50s. And one thing my brother, who is a retired police officer, had instilled in me before I started this trip was head on a swivel. Always have my head on a swivel, be aware of my surroundings, and be particularly aware of people that are too friendly. So, I hope that she is safe, but I'm much more aware of my surroundings, having experienced that, than I was 30 seconds before. Because there are all sorts of nefarious people out there, and I've got way too much ground to cover to be sidetracked now with any evildoers, as George W. would have said, or the older George Bush would have said. So, Road Running Rita, running the road, very aware of her surroundings, and that's my story for today. So, thanks for coming.